I chose to do my book review on Flip Your Classroom, Reach Every Student in Every Class, Every Day. It is co-written by Jonathan Bergman and Aaron Sams. I'm going to start off by sharing with you some information about the two co-authors. Jonathan Bergman has over 25 years of teaching experience. He has been honored with the Presidential Award for Excellence for Math and Science Teaching in 2002, and in 2010, he was named semifinalist for the Colorado Teacher of the Year. Currently, he is the lead technology felicitator for his school district. Aaron Sams has been teaching since 2000. He was awarded the Presidential Award for Math and Science Teaching in 2009. He is currently a science teacher. I'm going to share with you some background information on the two men. Back in 2006, the two began working together as chemistry teachers at a high school level. They had over 900 students, so to make things easier, they shared the lesson planning. One problem they had was that many students were missing class. They taught in a rural area where many students had long commutes to and from class. Another reason many of their students were missing was because they had extracurricular activities such as sports. They came up with the solution of recording their lessons so the students who were absent could have access to what they missed. If a student missed, they didn't have to worry about falling behind in class. They could watch the video lesson to catch up. So about this book. This book goes over what a flipped classroom is and how the authors decided to implement it into their teachings. It goes over the reasons why the two men chose to change their teaching ways while explaining the difference between a traditional class and a flipped class. The book explains how and why you should use a flipped approach in your classroom. It goes over why it works with the students living in this high-tech world and the benefits associated with this practice for both the teachers and the students. The most important piece of information I got from reading the book was that there is no single way to flip a classroom. A teacher just needs to redirect the attention away from them as presenters of information while putting more attention on the students as learners. Everyone's concept of a flipped classroom may not look the same. The book gives insights into how Bergman and Sams were able to provide instruction and feedback to their students. They share ways they improved their original concept along the way, which resulted in the Flip Mastery Classroom. My final thoughts. After reading the book, I thought it was a pretty easy read. It was on the shorter side in terms of length. I felt like a person could easily read the book over a weekend, or they could just sit down and read it in one day if they wanted to. I felt that it was well organized and very reader-friendly. It was neatly laid out as an informative guide. I felt like it gave a great amount of information about what a flipped classroom is. Prior to reading the book, I had an idea about what a flipped classroom was, but I wasn't very well informed. After reading the book, I'm very informed about what a flipped classroom is, how you can take steps into implementing it, and the benefits associated with using a flipped classroom. I feel like this book is tailored more to educators. I feel like if you're looking to change your current teaching methods or perhaps learn more about different teaching practices, then this book would benefit you. I appreciated the insight the authors gave into their experiences with what worked for them or what steps they needed to take in order to improve what they were doing. I liked how they gave several tips on how educators can help their students become more successful. I think it's very important that teachers focus on what they can do in order to make or help their students be the best that they can be. After reading the book, I got the overall feeling that the authors are extremely passionate about teaching and providing a personalized education to every one of their students. So I would highly recommend this book to anyone who just wants to learn more about a flipped classroom or wants to, or is even considering trying to convert their current classroom into a flipped classroom.